Romans 12:2 reads, "Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God." In simpler terms, don't be like everyone else. Allow Him to enter in and renew you entirely. Then you become a walking testimony of His power. In Colossians 2:10 it reads that we are complete in Him. In this video, I will discuss what being born again, a new creature, and newness of life really means. My name is Josiah Hall, and this is True Freedom Ministries.
Freedom.
2 Corinthians 5:17 reads, "Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new." Not some things, but all things. Many of us stay holding on to a piece of our past. Doing so hinders us from embracing our future. I once heard T.D. Jakes say, "I don't dress like you, I don't look like you, I don't act like you, I'm a runner." The further I run towards my destiny, the greater the distance I will create between me and my past. Paul writes in Philippians 3:13 and 14, "Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus." A complete transformation occurs when you experience Jesus. Everywhere He went in the Bible, He worked miracles. No one left Him the same as they were when they met Him. In Mark 7:37 it reads, "And were beyond astonished, saying, He hath done all things well. He maketh both the deaf to hear and the dumb to speak." He did what no man did before Him. He was a thermostat. When He arrived, He set the temperature of the atmosphere. Considering He raised the dead, made the blind see, lame walk, and healed every sickness known to man, is the simple task of renewing your mind too hard for Him? The greater the transformation, the greater the glory He'll receive. Maybe you feel beyond reach, unattainable, hopeless, sick, beat down, betrayed, broken, or just a lost cause. You find your comfort in the bottle, needle, pipe, or whatever brings you that instant gratification, momentary fix, or gush of pleasure. When the dope runs out and the bottle runs dry, of which will happen, eventually you have nothing to cure your sickness. All hope is not lost. In Ecclesiastes 9:4 it reads, "For to him that is joined to all the living, there is hope. For a living dog is better than a dead lion." The end is when you give up. God is faithful even when we're unfaithful. I was gangbanging, in and out of prison, strung out on meth, but the arm of God reaches in the deepest, darkest places. He pulled me out of the mud and began a work in me that drops the jaws of those who knew the old me. In Romans 12:2 when it reads that you may prove, it is saying that God will change you completely, to the degree that the old you will become a fading memory, and the transformation will become a walking testimony proving how great our God is. Normally, I would like to ask you to do 3 things, but not this time. I would like to ask you to do 1. Pray. There is power in prayer. I hope that you find this video both enlightening and encouraging. Once again, I'm Josiah Hall, and this is True Freedom Ministries. Love and prayers, always.